Speaking of video games, obviously, which is what our entire podcast is basically like talking about, the Smithsonian is actually like they're celebrating like video games. They're actually doing freaking exhibition.
This makes me very happy.
Yeah, exhibition. Is that what it's called? I don't know. That sounds wrong. Exhibit. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll just say they're doing an exhibit on like the art of video games. It is running from like March 16th to September 30th.
Oh, then I know. What
and it's oh my god, it's amazing. It's like it starts off when you first walk in. They basically show like hold on, what am I trying? I'm trying to look up the information here as I talk. First room shows like original games, like short clips from Sonic and like Mario 64 and all those other games, like the old games. This
Final Fantasy 7 for all you Final Fantasy fans.
Oh god.
Shadow of the Colossus, like some of the newer ones, like Shadow of the Colossus, Okami. Those came out kind of recently. I think Okami came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it's showing off a bunch of games that have impacted the video game industry.
And it's also cool because they're showing like concept art from like StarCraft and Sonic and Metal Gear Solid and like all those old like obviously things you'd end up having to unlock in the game itself. It might as well just like visit a museum and pay like $400.
This makes me super happy because I want to be a video game designer and this is just my kind of thing.
Which is why Raymond and I are planning to travel to Washington, D.C. during the summer.
Yes.
Because it's going to September 30th, thankfully. So we're not going to be like, oh my god! We have to like scramble and get our parents, just like the Pokemon thing. I'm not even going to be able to have my license until like May. So we're not going to, the only way we'll be able to go out there for the Pokemon thing on April 15th is if like my mom drives us or something. But
oh goodness, if your mom drives us.
Okay,
we'll 2 miles an hour.
I'll drive us while my mom's in the car. But let's see. I think we'll probably we'll try to negotiate something with our friends. Be like, who all wants to go? We're all carpooling. But
get David to go with us.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm missing Dag for Pokemon. But yeah, I'm totally looking forward to seeing this. Like that, things like this. I love how America's accepting the culture of video games. Like before, they weren't really big on them. They didn't actually like, and the fact that something as big as the Smithsonian, a museum that like has everything, like the fact that they're putting video games up in their thing is just amazing. Mm-hmm. So, oh god, this subject is going to make Charles extremely pissed off.
Yay.
Okay, you want to tell it just to troll Charles? Because I trolled him too much in the podcast that we did with him.
So Sony, there's this gaming company, Zipper Interactive. They made the SOCOM series, Unit 13, and recently they made this game named MAG. It's called Massive Action Game. It's a completely online game, 256 or 252, something like that.
Yeah, one of those.
Like combat, and this was for a while Charles's favorite game. Like this is the only thing he talked about, and this is the only thing he played. Well,
everyone buy it.
Well, Sony recently closed down Zipper Interactive.
Lol. That's hilarious.
So, for anyone that was hoping for a MAG 2, I guess you're out of luck. And for any fan of the SOCOM series, I feel bad for you guys, because I heard that was a good series, kind of.
Kind of? I mean, compared to anything else.
But I've never heard of Unit 13, so...
Well, I guess that's not much of a loss.
Oh, it's a most recent it's the recent project, that's why.
Oh.
Okay, it's for the PlayStation Vita, that's why I've never heard of it.
Oh, that makes sense. Things like that, like MAG, I can never get into. Games like that, I can't stand when I'm working with 8 assholes. But then, like in Call of Duty, when you're working with your team, there's like 7 people on your team, and it's like, I don't like any of these people. The fact that you have to deal with like 200 of these assholes, oh yeah, that's great. But I'm sure I'm obviously I'm politically incorrect with it though.
It's actually really cool in Call of Duty when you get that lobby that everyone just wants to have a good time, and like you set your own rules. Like one time in Modern Warfare 2, I remember I was in this lobby and there was this clan. It was a full team clan, so you can imagine how I thought this was going to end up turning out.
Oh god.
But they were all like, no, let's just do an all-knife match. So the whole time, everyone in the whole match was just knifing each other.
That's awesome.
Like, everyone was just trying to have fun. That's when it's awesome, playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. playing any game like that, playing online games when people are actually trying to have fun and not like I'm gonna grind, or like in the Asians' case when you beat them in Pokemon, they like lose their honor and like lose their family name, so they like shut off the game. I don't lose.
Eric lost to me and my top fans. He dishonored his family.
Yeah, he dishonored his family because he lost my top fans thing. Poor Eric. But things like that, I don't like. I also want to rant about the fact that Asian. I hate that so much. You finally see if you're going up against a Japanese person, you automatically like your heart starts racing because they've had the game for like a year before we have, and you're just like, oh my god, like, what am I gonna do? Oh my god, like you start panicking.
We're not trying to be racist with this. We're actually like, this is fact because they've had the game longer, so they're actually more skilled.
That's the whole reason it is. Like if we had it before, we'd be better than the Japanese.
It's a stereotype for a reason.
Exactly.
It's true.
All stereotypes are based on truth, if you think about it. But I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
But let's see. I love that feeling of beating someone who is so pro at the game.
Yeah.
And like people that are like, oh, I'm MLG, I'm the biggest badass there is, and you whoop their ass. They have like 1 in 19 in Call of Duty, and you're like, all those 19 kills were from you. That's the best feeling ever.
That actually reminds me. One day Evan was over and he's playing Mortal Kombat Online. Well, this guy thought he'd be a funny man and let Evan get him down to about like 5% health, and he did that, and Evan ended up getting a perfect win because the guy was trying to be cool and come back with almost no health.
On the mic, he's like, "Oh, you bitch! Why are you such a bitch? You beat me up with I had 4% health."
He didn't have a mic.
Oh, thankfully.
Evan was like, haha, asshole.
People like that, like, they think they're so good at the game that they just have to, like, go above and beyond. Those guys just need to stop playing. Like, you embarrass yourself, you embarrass your family name, and you embarrass, like, you embarrass everything else, like, about the game. It's just not good. The fact that you... Yeah. Oh, well. Whatever. Bitching about it isn't going to do much good. But, let's see. Anything else you want to talk about, Raymond?
Well, we still have some time.
Oh,
left.
we do have time left. Like I also want to speak about something that's going on during the summer. I think I talk about this in like everything I do, like the fact that in my LPs I talk about this, and like my vlogs I talk about this. But during the summer we're doing a Pokemon League, and we've done this for the past 2 years, and it's ridiculous. I love it. It's one of the best like things you could possibly do at a library because like we were talking about earlier in the podcast, the regional championships. What we're doing is basically setting up 8 gym leaders of different types. Raymond and I are one of them, and 2 of them. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But it's cool because we're setting up like 8 gym leaders, and whoever, like, my whole plan and basis for it, I kind of have to like print out the rules. What I want to do is that by the end of the summer, whoever has all 8 gym leaders beat, which is the whole goal of the summer, is to like beat every gym leader, and obviously in any Pokemon game get every single badge. The whole like basis, what I want to do is like by the end of the summer, whoever has the 8 gym leaders has a competition against each other, and we just do like a tournament bracket, and then like we can also do some like, oh, for the entertainment of everyone else, we're going to do the gym leaders face each other, or like this day it's gonna be the fire versus the water gym. Or the fire versus the ice in my case, when it was Wally and I fighting last year.
Oh man, don't put me against David. I don't want my bugs to be destroyed.
So you are using bug?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm using poison this year. Last year I used ice and Raymond used psychic. And the year before I used ground, and it was bad. That was before I knew how to EV train, and it was just like, I'm going to use a Dawn fan that I got from the trade or whatever, the GTS. It was level 92, and I was just like, this is nice. Yeah, there goes my EV
is that when
train.
You used a golem too?
No, I didn't use Golem.
Oh, I thought you did.
Sadly. That would have been a smart choice. That's when I had like my Glysaur that I wanted to make, and then it was like level 24, and I still like challenged people with it just to have 6 of my my ground Pokemon. But yeah, that was my embarrassing point in Pokemon. I think everyone had that point where it's just like, I'm good at Pokemon, and then you see someone who's like, I have 4 boxes of UV trained Pokemon.
David.
Come at me. But
we talk about David a lot in this podcast.
Yeah, we do. We might as well like tag him on Facebook. Okay, by the way, for the people who are on here, this is going to be our last time putting our podcast on Facebook. And from now on, we're gonna have it on our YouTube channel, which I'll obviously link in the videos that we post on our Facebook page. And so yeah, it's basically what we're gonna be where we're gonna be taking this account. I wanted to, my girlfriend suggested to me like, oh well, you should put it on YouTube just so you can see how many people are actually viewing your podcast.
And my friend Tyler had said he wanted to watch these, but he couldn't because the Flash player on Facebook wouldn't work for him. So
yeah, a lot of people are having troubles with the Flash player on Facebook. I don't know what is it? Why is it so like glitchy?
But speaking about videos on Facebook, this reminds me. Okay, recently, what was it? I don't think it was last night. I think it was 2 nights ago, where we did our nature documentary.
Oh God, and Veronica.
Yeah. To any friend that actually listens to these, this is your fair warning. If you get a job, Jeff and I are gonna come visit you and record you at your job. We're gonna put the video up on Facebook. We did it to Veronica, and we're gonna do it to Wally. Okay?
Oh God, Wally, you have been warned.
This is your warning.
Oh God, the worst part is when either of us get a job.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's gonna be so amazing. Oh, we're gonna troll each other so hard. I can't wait.
What if we both get a job at the same place though?
I'll bring a camera. We're working and I'm visiting at the same job. Woo! All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Enjoyed it as much as we did talking and basically communicating, which is what humans should do. But
a little shorter than most podcasts.
It is,
well,
but
the other ones, but it's all good.
I mean, it's not 25 minutes. Like at least we're not wasting 3 minutes talking about a stupid book. And I'll leave it with that. This is Jeff Lunter and
Raymond Holt
signing out. Talk to you guys later.